Bowman and Chatman are tremendous players. Chatman's gotten better every year. He's really a good player.
How would you not take him number one? You'd have to go to bed at night. Remember Jordan went number 3? I mean,
test, and if you don't get a recurrence of the symptoms, you're cleared to practice.
The health and well-being of the athletes at a premium. Chatman's got a 3.
A ton of depth compared to some teams in the ACC, but compared to banged-up BC, the Hokies want to push the tempo.
On the bench, we'll see if he gets in the final minutes if the situation allows.
And McGillen is a player that Coach Brownell actually says.
Every year there are reputation rankings.
Oh, sure.
And you're coming off, and you're defending national championship. You're going to get some respect.
Chatman.
Well, Chatman looked like he shuffled his feet a little bit on the catch. Reyes gave it back to him. Tough shot, and he made it.
Snap one home. Shayok has given Virginia a much greater offensive feel in his starting lineup for now the third game, averaging 17 points per game as a starter.
Basketball, it involves one of the greatest college players of all time. So stay tuned for the Hardy's halftime report. Chatman again. Oh, he's sick.
Chatman turnaround jumper.
Get up the floor, Brian. Well, he's going to look to try to push it. A lot of times we haven't got a chance to talk about his rebounding ability. You see a great penetration kick out to Chatman.
Cleaned up by the Eagles. Chatman another catch and shoot. Jordan Chatman with back-to-back threes.
And Jerome Robinson, pretty good matchup there.
Here's Chatman. Hit too early and a third.
Boston College has been able to run their sets, get the shots that they want, and minimize the turnovers.
Tied at 22. Chatman shoots for the lead. Just 4:20 to go. Chatman a little fall away. Boston College back in front.
A #1 team going up against the Hall of Famer Mike. Up against him, he's got such a wide frame at 6'10", nearly 260 pounds. From the corner, Chatman.
They're trying to get the kick-out threes.
Popovich grabbed it in his fight against Carter. Chatman in the corner.
7 games. Last game against St. Francis knocked a lot down, and now he seems to have a nice rhythm with his shot. Gavin Trent Jr. finding that open gap, finding that open space, knocking it down.
Trent's got 11. Open space in the zone defense. Chatman is not team against top 25 caliber opponents. Mitchell corralled it. He shoveled it to the corner. Oh my goodness! What a performance from Chatman.
That was ice water in his veins, smooth, nothing but nylon on the second.
Here comes Trent up the floor. Duke down by 5. His shot no good. A wild week in college basketball continues as #1 Duke goes down to Boston College.
Closeout by Boston College. You got to communicate. He's the one guy you cannot give any airspace whatsoever. He's been automatic as of late.
There's a triple for Jordan Chatman.
I must go with the cat if I can make a suggestion for you.
I mean, I started to wonder if it's actually red or if it's pink.
The shooters from Miami to get going. He recognizes what Vasiljevic and likes and Lawrence can do from the outside, so he doesn't want to get those guys opportunities from beyond the arc. Chatman for 3. Speaking of beyond the arc, Jordan Chatman getting it done inside the arc and outside the arc.
Chatman, big three-pointer for the Eagles, and Chatman has it.
This ball game is now really picked up with the shooting of NC State.
Yeah, it took NC State 6 minutes and 20 seconds to put their first.
So let's face reality. We got 3 smart players against fouls. So the 3 has to play like a 5 for 40 minutes for an upset.
Chatman for 3, the assist to Bowman, and right now the 3-pointers keeping BC in the game.
The more times that Bowman can get into the painted area, Chatman will open up on the perimeter.
The middle of the floor, it opens up the court. There is no help side with the ball at the top of the key.
Jordan Chatman, the sharpshooter. It's from the outside, and Dan, that's
More so the freshmen have been really big, especially on the road.
Miami's been a solid road team. 6-3 away from Coral Gables, and Chatman has a BC3.
Defense by Mitchell.
Chatman with the left hand.
Izundu unable to finish down low. We're talking with Howard Isley, who is on that 1994 Boston College team that reached the Elite Eight.
With 5 to shoot, Chatman to the rack.
John Collins 1 point shy of his career high of 27. Counting down to 2 minutes to go. Chatman off the curl.
Well, you saw a part to the coaching staff for John Giannini.
To be fair, nobody really knows how to explain the 1-3-1.
True, but he did a better job maybe for simple-minded people like me.
And that's a big if. They've got to win a couple games, but if they can get in, I think they can definitely make a run again. I saw them in Maui, and they were trying.
Robinson. Chatman, that's a 3. And he hit it!
Yeah, he wins MVP, and he was just absolutely spectacular. I didn't know that, Ruby. That's interesting.
Chatman knocks down a 3 for the Eagles.
Shots, they're within a pair. Junior Bowman. Chapman. Long 3.
You've got to get out on Chapman. Whether you're playing man-to-man or zone, you have to know where he is.
Mitchell. Chapman. There you go. Now Chapman. Chapman. Second straight 3.
Not have a field goal. 0 for 4. Robinson passed it out. The extra pass to Chatman leads to a 3.
Available tonight. Here's Bowman's first shot in his home state. Picked up by Chatman on the rebound. And Mitchell can't follow. Popovich the rebound. Chatman the 3. Jordan Chapman's got all 6 rebounds in his most ever in-game experience. Played 21 minutes the other night in Durham. Chapman the 3. And we're tied.
Mentioned by Boston College.
Chapman pulls up for 2. Just like
again. He's given them some nice minutes in the first 2 games here. Chatman, that's his game.
Into the corner, Chapman for 3. It's good, and Boston College with its first lead since 20. Does not. Chapman, catch and shoot. Bang!
To move the feet. Bowman wanted to take him off the dribble, but he contained him.
Chapman, shot fake, gets free. He's hit 3 in a row! A 21-4 blitz by BC out of the lock.
Journey started at Tennessee and then on to Virginia for a couple of years. Grad transfer, Rapid Bigs up at Western Kentucky. 2-point field goal attempt up and
Robinson underneath, kicks it back out. Chatman, and he nails it.
You tend to reach, you don't move your feet as well.
Chapman with a no-look pass.
It's the main reason we're tied at 40 here. And Kai Bowman still hasn't gotten on track, but Jordan Chapman had
time to him.
You got Robinson and Bowman both coming home, and throughout their careers, young careers, have played well against the North Carolina teams.
Chapman can really get it going too. This kid has been outstanding from an offensive standpoint.
Bowman against Johnson. Chapman shot fake. Leans into one, he's got 4.
make him go to it. There he refused it, and he's in the lane.
There's a 3.
Right out for Josh Bastner. He's the top recruit of the Pastner era. As Chapman hits the turnaround, he's got a team-high 15.
See if Jordan Chapman can get going in his return to the lineup. He scores 2.
It's a transition by Jordan Chapman, not fouling and staying vertical, contesting the shot.
And now Chapman, a step-back jumper is good.
BC by 1. They played at the Heights, Boston College on January 3rd. Clemson won 74-70. Of course, they had Dante.
He's going to make mistakes.
but he also recognizes that he's stepping up in the biggest moments for his team.
Chapman down the lane. He
Which looks for Boston College to attack that ACC area on the floor by the pass or off the bounce.
First three of the day is
young freshman from Minnesota bounces ahead for Chapman. Bowman back for Chapman's three. Knocks it down out of the corner. Right back for a three that was too strong. Mitchell fights inside. Here's Bowman. Chapman hit a moment ago and knocks another one down.
Another one of those nice backcourt moves to set up a clean look.
Yeah, they've had looks today, Columbia. There's some that on the tape they're going to want back.
Oh, Jordan Chapman switching hands in midair.
Angle to go up and block that shot. That's good stuff. Chapman.
Maybe he was open.
got in and kicked it out for a three. Now a two from Chapman, and he gets it to go.
Inside, those types of offensive rebounds are going to be the result.
Luke May, 4 for 4, 12 points in the paint for the Tar Heels as Chapman connects.
That's good defense by Kauscher. Excellent tonight.
Chapman, reverse, is good. What a...
That's usually a goaltend, either defensive or offensive.
Set play off the inbounds. Here's the three. That's dropped by Chapman, having a good first half.
Chapman, the floater.
We'll put on some LBs.
Nice Italian meal last night with my friend Mike Dominski and our esteemed producer.
And a block underneath. Freeman denied, and the Eagles trying for the quick counter. Chapman for three.
An exclamation mark, I should say, on that statement.
Chapman with the nice up and up.
Mooney. Chapman on the run. Robinson to his left, and Robinson will jam it.
Hangs out in the corner. Again, we talked about you got to put a hand on him.
Chapman down the lane.
Sure, that's the way they like to play. Try to speed up the game, put pressure on the opposition. Quick catch and shoot. And
like a tired team. Omen. Mitchell with the save. Chapman from three.
This week. Meanwhile, Texas Tech, Chris, here with a 6-point advantage. It's been the biggest takeaway thus far.
Well, Keenan Evans is the real deal. We knew he was coming in, but how about that?
Here comes Bowman. Leaving it for Chatman, and the iron kind early to the Eagles.
Well, and all of a sudden, chance for the Eagles to tie it with a three. Chapman will drive, fall away, and hits. Start for him. Mike, you talked about BC and its three-pointers as Chapman launches one and hits.
The backboard, and Johnson brings it into the front court for Boston College. Chapman with a dish, up and good for John Carlo. Went too fast, turned it over, layup. Alden bothered by Gay. Chapman shot fake. And that rattles home. Wouldn't go down for Robinson. Another offensive board. Chapman takes one dribble to get a little bit closer. And
good ball movement by the Eagles. And the three ball on the way and rolled in by Jordan Chapman.
Bowman for Chapman. That's a three ball. Now a 1-point game once again. 1:45 left. Chapman. Job by Reeves on the close. 75. Hang on tight, everyone. Minute 35 remaining. Friars by 2. Bowman to Chapman. Chapman for the tie.
The open three. BC dodged one there. 4-point lead. And here's Bowman. Chapman to catch and shoot. Jordan Chapman on the board.
Very good mid-range game. Very confident in his three, and you saw the finish at the rim.
He's already got 7 rebounds, by the way.
And also a
point lead now. Herron skips for Bowman. Here's Chapman to catch and shoot. Wow, Jordan Chapman. He's been the bright spot scoring-wise. 15 now.
Players cutting.
Chapman wants a screen. Jordan reroutes a three away.
Back-to-back possessions, Virginia scores 5 points, and you're staring down the barrel of a 17-point lead once again. And it seems as though all the momentum